So yo, did y'all hear about those two YouTubers who got arrested for trying to spend the night in a Target? Did y'all see that?
I did, and bro, what?
I mean, part of me respects it. Like I've always wanted to. Like as a kid, I was like if you wind up in a zombie apocalypse, where you want to end up? Walmart. Feel me? Everything you need.
Super
So, like I
Walmart.
always wanted to spend the night like in
Super
a store.
Walmart. You gotta be a super Walmart.
You gotta be a super Walmart.
It has to be. I mean, like, it has to be. Like, honestly, if you ask me, bro, like, if your Walmart is not super, why even have it?
Yeah, okay, but digress. I'm not mad at him for. I'm not mad at him for trying to stay the night in a Target. I think their method was flawed, basically. But
I mean,
if you could stay the night, like if you pick a store for you to try to stay the night in, like what would it be? Like obviously they wanted Target because they'd have everything they need. They probably would have went in there, grabbed pajamas and ate some cereal and did who knows what, right? Like they was planning on like probably pulling out a tent. Like, Target got everything you need, So like you can't choose Target, Walmart, or the mall. What store would you want to get locked in overnight?
Listen, bro. I have learned that I am known as Wilbur Wiley for a real reason.
God,
no, that's funny.
So listen. So first off, people. Let me just get
say it for the people. Them
now. Normally, I would pick Home Depot, but Home Depot was rocking with Trump, and I'm not rocking.
They were.
So I rocks with Lowe's a little bit more because they gave some money to black businesses, HBCUs. So I would stay the night, overnight at a Lowe's. Specifically because
shout out to Lowe's first of all.
Shout out to Lowe's because I would like to try out all the tools that I can't really afford.
But Kag on grill.
I might grill in Lowe's. Like, dude, yo, listen. Like, okay, let me nerd out real quick.
So
Lowe's has like this grill that has like a little rotisserie on it where you can put like a chicken or a piece of beef on it. Like, then they got the joint with like the grill and the charcoal and then the smoker, bro. Like, I'll be.
I'm not even mad at you. It sounds Hall of Fame. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, I kind of see where he's going there.
I see where you're going.
Like, bro, I don't know what your mowers around the store, bro. I'll be wilding.
Can't go sleep in a lawn chair. You're gonna sleep in a lawn chair.
First off, you about to smoke the store out because you know you can't go outside. So I respect everything you're doing.
Yeah, bro.
Where you about to go?
Bro, I don't know. I was thinking long and hard about this, and bro, I'll probably just go to like a mattress store, like a Raymore and Flanagan's, and just try all the mattresses. I respect that because like I'll be trying. I mean, I want to feel like the king sizes, the platinum mattresses that they hide in the back. What?
You're telling a lie.
That's the truth, bro.
You know, you would go to the Clark store.
The what?
Clark store in the Buckland Hills Mall.
First of all, there's no Clark stores in the Buckland Hills Mall.
Bro, if you try to spend the night in Clark's, yo,
would be sleeping with the Clarks.
Sorry, don't you dare.
That's hilarious.
Don't you ever.
See, but nah, Hugh, I'm on the same wave as you though. But I was thinking specifically. For me, it would be Bob's Discount Furniture. I don't know if they had that near you.
Yeah, we do.
You feel me?
Actually,
they do.
Like I feel like Bob's is from Connecticut.
I kind of like what you're saying now.
So here's why. For people who don't know about Bob's Discount Furniture, yes, they have all the furniture you need. I'm going to sleep comfy. I'm going to relax on the couch. I'm going to watch television. I'm entertained throughout the night. But they also have snacks. Yeah. You got hella snacks in Bob's Discount Furniture.
No.
Candy, cookies, coffee. And depending on where you live, some Bob's got a movie theater in it.
Movie theater popcorn too with it, bit.
Bob's.
But wait, I don't think they got snacks no more since the COVID, bro.
Well, no, our Bob's don't. I think the Bob's.
I'm talking about.
I got a Bob's too. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll be up in there like.
I haven't been to Bob's since I was a kid, and I only went for the snacks.
That's the only reason.
Anywho,
mom said we did with a snack.
Let's get into the pod. Hey, people, don't break into stores and try to spend the night. Security is Hall of Fame. It's 2022. That's dumb. And simmer down, I guess, if Don was here. But let's get into the pod. What's it looking like, people? No. It's your captain. Rusty. It's been a month. All right. Hold on, wait.
Cat like
How I do this?
Russell Westbrook right now. He's
Yo.
rusty.
Son, hold on. Don't call me Russell. Hold
I
on.
got to at that.
Nah, it ain't
I
me.
said you bricking like Russ.
Can I be 20? Can I be 2019 Russ? What I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
all right,
I mean,
I'll be 2019 Russ by the end of this. Hold on. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay. What's it looking like, people? It's your Captain Sands, aka Gas Cap. Shit is real. We'll get into it.
What's good, people? It's your boy LD Wade, aka Moneybag Hugh. Cause big money.
There was a stutter. You're rusty too.
Love that.
You're rusty too. It's all right.
What's crackalacking, people? It's Web D, aka I'm on my road to 99 and 2K.
He had a pause there, so if you gonna hit me, you gotta hit him.
Wait a minute.
Disclaimer: Web bought hell of VC. You did.
That's my business.
Did.
Can we talk? Can we
my
speak
business.
Can we speak
That's a $200.99.
Can we right?
Probably.
Still probably can't hit J. Still can't press.
Still.
Yeah.
We gonna see.
Wide
We gonna get through this. I want to see this almost 99 in these 2K streets.
Yeah. We got
welcome back, people. Detrimental Podcast, episode 49. We almost at 50. I just text Dami G. Shout out to Dami G. He's got to be around for episode 50. We can't even record 50 until Dami G comes here. We got to make it happen. But welcome to episode 49. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the followers. For those who are new and have not done so, make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. And, enjoy this Detrimental Podcast as we jive. Because, I don't know. I tried to rhyme. I'm rusty.
Yeah, I was saying, you was getting somewhere. You was somewhere with it.
Take a quick pause.
That was all right. That was okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on.
I gotta read water. Keep this. I can't be in here tonight. Oh, come on. He didn't have to go to the bathroom. I don't want to apply no more.
Let me turn the lights on.
The lights a little dim in there, bro. Turn your lights on. People, for the people who don't know, I know it's been a while since we've potted. I'm not sure if we shared this information.
Let's not share it.
I'm not sure if we shared this information. I think we did on this special, I think. But Web D won our fantasy football league this year. Shout out to Web D.
Good job.
And
appropriate. There it is.
And our league has a belt. Cat got the championship belt. Cat brought it out. Make sure you log into our YouTube to see said belt. That will be mine one day, but now belongs to Web D. Can we continue, Web?
It's gonna be mine next year. Fuck that.
That shit looks sturdy. I'm actually extremely jealous.
I want that belt. I'm gonna get that belt.
Yo, Brock Lesnar. I instantly think of Brock Lesnar when I see that.
I appreciate all the love and respect, but do not ever talk about you will have this.
I will have that.
This is for champions.
Oh.
This is for winners.
Bro, we're trying to start on a high note, bro. You're bumming me out, bro. You're bumming me out.
I don't want to pod with this guy no more. Why is he here?
I'm saddened now. We have to take a pause. No, I'm just kidding. So before we were so rudely interrupted by Web D's braggadocio, such a hoe. I tried to rhyme. I'm not a rapper, but speaking of rapping, bro, I think we should maybe, I don't know, think about putting out a quick little playlist. I don't know, like maybe like I'm actually really curious what you're listening to.
You know what?
Like, I want to know what you're listening to that's new.
Cap, you know what? I was thinking about it too. I was saying the same thing as I was driving home this morning. I mean, driving to work this morning. I was like, we should do a playlist.
Yeah, like I've been listening to a lot of new stuff. Like, I have not been listening to rap. I've been listening to a decent amount of R&B, hence why the bars are off. So I'm curious. I want to know what y'all are listening to. So I think we should throw out a quick little small playlist, maybe 3 to 5 songs a piece. What you listening to right now? Like, there's some decent new music out.
Like, you
let people know what we're rocking with these days.
I mean, you know what
I've been doing a lot of Shazamming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I mean, like,
what were you saying?
Well, nah, like I've been listening to like Jivon,
Thames, Afrobeats.
Yeah, like a lot of Afrobeats I've been into.
Nigerian Web.
Yeah, Nigerian Web. So
I respect it. I respect it.
Are you gonna hold the belt the whole episode?
You probably will.
Does it hurt your feelings if I do?
It does.
It does.
Should I put it on this side so you can see it better?
I'm scathing, man.
We shouldn't be like, yo, why are you wearing this belt right now, bro? Take this shit off. I'm so upset.
Should I
I'm
not?
so upset.
I am irate right now.
Let me
Beyond.
I can't focus. It's shiny. It is. It's blinding me.
As long as you know,
buckle it in real
as
quick.
long as you know, I'm on that belt. My face is right there. You see me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Your face is on it, but you'll never actually touch it.
I will touch that belt. Remember this.
So,
right? Quote me.
So beyond the belt, Webb, it's been a while. It's been a full month since we last potted. A full month we put out an episode. What you been up to, bro? Like, time flies when you work a 9 to 5 and really don't do things. Do things on the weekend. So, like, it was a quick month. What you been up to, bro?
Honestly, bro, like, watching my daughter literally change before our eyes, bro. Like, she's clapping. She's got 2 front teeth.
Time flies.
Like, time is flying, bro. Like, started a new job in January. At the Harvard campus, been doing that, UConn Hartford, and so it's just been things have been like moving and shaking, bro, and like I mean, and outside is opening up, like more and more people are, like I'm as everyone knew, I was more so like stay away from me, but now I'm like I'm around. So
you stay inside. You stay inside.
Okay.
All right, you keep that with the inside.
Hugh, what's going on with you, bro? Where you been at? What happened to you this month?
Tired, bro.
Nothing new. What else? What new has happened to you?
Hey, bro, it's nothing. It's nothing new. I'm a simple guy. Simple Hugh. I try to keep it. Not the same. Try to mix it up here and there. But other than that, I just try to stay simple. I'm trying to get back into the league. That's one. Trying to work myself out to start playing ball.
Hang it up.
Sir, I can still
hang it up. You're almost 40. You're almost 40. Hang it up.
Yo, you are almost 40. You are almost 40.
Disrespect me.
Hang it up.
Everybody
Hang
knows.
it up.
Listen, everybody knows I can still drop 10 and 10. And you get my Sunday. Come on, don't play me. All right, right now. I'm telling you.
How's the new job been, bro?
The new job is straight. Other than I'm gonna tell you again, people. If you don't discipline your kids and you send them to me to discipline them, I'm gonna tell them the truth about themselves and their parents. I'm just saying that's just me.
It's so disgruntled.
I'm not disgruntled, but it's just life. But other than that, I've been just living life, being a father, like Web D said, and just this fatherhood stuff is amazing. I'm having so much fun, a blast. My daughter is smiling every single day. She's trying to bite at this point. She ain't got no teeth, but she's just trying to bite. Like it's scary, bro. Because when she get teeth, I know it's gonna be like.
We still waiting on that fatherhood special. But shout out to both of y'all. We're waiting on y'all. Y'all gotta produce it. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting on y'all. I mean, just like Webb said, outside been open, so that's pretty much where I've been. I could probably take a lot of responsibility. I don't know. I haven't even been available these past months. So I celebrated anniversary one weekend, and then my goddaughter came to visit me another weekend. She brought her father. I don't really fuck with home, but that was a good time.
Oh, really?
And then I went to a bachelor party the other weekend, and that was a hell of a weekend. I have to tell y'all off air. I haven't even told y'all about that weekend. I have to tell y'all about that weekend off air. Just like all I want to say is like how far we've come in the world of law is the only thing I really want to emphasize, bro. Like it was a day of just like, yo, things have changed completely since 2007. You know what I'm saying? Like
it has.
Yo, I gotta like just. It's crazy. Like we went to one thing I'll tell you, went to a spot called Stoned Pizza.
Oh, I heard about this. I heard about this.
Crazy. Anywho,
I will be making a trip. I will.
Yeah,
I will.
They're coming to Boston, and I'm around. Speaking of,
Are you around? Are you around?
I mean, yes to the first thing and no to this what's going on right now. But okay, go
ahead. So first of all, I mean. There's really only one big thing that's happened since we've been away, and we're gonna get to that elephant in the room. Specifically talking about Russia, we're gonna get to that. We have to get to that. It'd be detrimental not to get to that. So for the most part, we're gonna have fun this episode around that because nothing is really important topic wise. So as far as Are You Around, the Batman came out. I know none of us saw it. But the Batman came out on March 4th, starring Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz. Shout out
Edward.
to Zoe Kravitz.
Shout out my guy Edward.
Shout out to Zoe Kravitz.
Shout out to Zoe Kravitz.
Of course,
First
shout out
of
to
all.
Zoe Kravitz. That's
And I don't think none of us respected it when we heard that Robert Pattinson was going to be Batman. Because he was Edward. I didn't respect it. Like, before the trailer came out, let's keep it real. When they announced that the Twilight dude was going to be Batman, we were all like, come on. Right?
He was already a bat, so I don't know why he's trying to
Like, Batman is a bat. True. See, I didn't even do the science on that one.
I'm here for this. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. I didn't even do the science on that.
Edward,
That's crazy.
Batman. I'm here for this. Let me go ahead.
Cat a zoologist.
He is.
But Batman, the Batman, as far as Batman movies, we've been around for, I mean, not even Batman movies, Batman TV shows, just
Cartoons.
Batman
movies.
Productions has been
Yeah.
a huge thing from even before we were born, right? Like, getting to be the Batman is a huge deal for pretty much anybody's career, and the fans take it seriously. Like, we don't want no whack Batmans. Like, you know what I mean? But this movie has gotten great reviews so far, so we do need to see it. But my question to y'all is, are you around for this new The Batman? Do you respect Robert Pattinson? But aside from that, who is the best Batman ever?
So I'll go first, and then we'll let Wayne kind of get it go off. I mean, I'll say this. I'll say, I wasn't around even for the Ben Affleck Batman.
The newest one, DC Justice League.
Yeah, the DC Justice League.
Okay,
I wasn't even really around for that one. So the Robert Pattinson one, I don't know, but I like the villain superhero kind of plot that they have going on with this one. I think, what is it, the Riddler?
Is it the Riddler?
I think it is.
I mean,
Okay.
the Riddler is the main character, but they got the other villains in there, like the Penguin and stuff like that. So yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would watch it. My Hall of Fame Batman, or like GOAT Batman, has got to be Christian Bale.
Got to be Christian Bale.
But
Can any of us disagree with Christian Bale?
But I don't know, because then you got Michael Keaton, and he was pretty good too.
I say outside of Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale has got to be the best Batman just because of like the time it took place. Like, it took place at a time where production was better, graphics was better, cinematography was better, like everything was better about the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, it almost has to be better because it's the most recent. So I'll say outside of Christian Bale, who's the best Batman? Or what's your favorite Batman movie? I don't know. However you want to take the question.
Both questions are legit, but other than that, it is Christian Bale, but Michael Keaton. He's not no slouch.
He ain't no slouch.
He's fucking Michael Keaton, first of all, right? And he did his shit when he did the Batman movie.
Kind of Psycho.
And
that's not Michael Keaton.
No, that's not Michael. That's Christian Bale. Even though, you see, that's why it's so hard to really pick. But Christian Bale, his whole storyline was so dope. But the second movie really set him to like that point, because when Heath Ledger did the Joker, Heath Ledger,
Christian Bale was
that's what I'm saying. Who
was the villains in the Michael Keaton one?
It was the Penguin.
That was the first movie. Catwoman.
That was Jack Nicholson, I believe. Too, right?
No. That was
Jack Nicholson.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was in. He was the original Joker. He was one of the original Joker.
He was the original Joker. See, as far as villains, for me, the villains in the 90s were my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Joker. I just never forget how that movie ended. Like, the thing about old movies is why I like them a lot more than kind of current movies is because the special effects were actually just like makeup and prosthetics, whereas now it's computers. So sometimes like the makeup and prosthetic stuff, while it looks fake, it almost looks a little more real, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like the Jack Nicholson in the Batman with the prosthetic mouth, that was really, really dope. But I think outside of him, my favorite villain was actually Danny DeVito as the Penguin in the Michael Keaton joint.
Yeah, but
They got a little goofy in the middle there, though. I actually
a little bit.
I recently watched the Tim Burton era, which was Michael Keaton, but in the middle where Jim Carrey was in it as the Riddler, which was dope. But that was when it was very cartoony around there.
I think that was like the Val Kilmer. Was that Val Kilmer? I believe.
Maybe
It was. I think
Arnold
it was.
Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
No, they wasn't in the same movie. That was him and Uma Thurman in that movie. It was
Thurman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was Ivy.
Oh snap.
It was.
I didn't realize that was Uma.
It was Jim Carrey and Fuck. I'm mad as hell. The dude that played the Men in Black.
Oh
Will
yeah,
Smith
home.
and
Tommy David.
Tommy
Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. He played Two-Face. So yeah, but other than that, yeah,
Batman is a star-studded movie all the time.
Well, I mean, like don't forget. I mean, like Halle Berry was in the Michael Keaton Batmans.
No, she was in her own.
She was in her own Catwoman.
No,
she was never in a Batman movie.
But didn't they cross over?
No, never did.
Nah.
Sorry.
That was they had Michelle Pfeiffer in there.
That was
though.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Shout out Michelle.
She was. Yep.
Anywho, Batman is a big production, man. So I'm gonna check this thing. I'm gonna check this thing out. There's got to be a lot of big names in there that I probably don't be recognized. In other news, St. Patrick's Day is on March 17th, next Thursday. Are y'all around for St. Patrick's? Do y'all celebrate at this point in your life, St. Patrick's Day, at the age of 32? How are we?
I used to celebrate with my boys, but they busy as hell. So
back in the hay.
Back in the day,
Back in the hay.
In the bean towns.
So the last St. Patrick's Day we celebrated was what, 20?
I don't remember.
Don't even remember the year. That's how real of a night it was. Don't even remember what year it was that we did it. But we the couple of the mob, it was like probably 10 of us went through Boston, got split up, woke up. Like what happened?
We made it home though.
Hella green beads everywhere.
You know what I do remember?
And everybody made it home safe.
You know what I do remember? That Uber ride, because we was like, yo, how he's doing 50 beans on an Uber ride?
I don't remember the Uber ride. I remember the slabs in the morning the next day.
And the Uber driver that took us to the he took us to the McDonald's. Yo, that was dope. He was dope.
Uber driver took us to McDonald's.
Yo, he was dope.
That's crazy. I don't recall.
Yeah, detrimental.
But that's what St. Patrick's Day is about. I mean, in the U.S., detrimentally, and it got nothing to do with Ireland for us. But I mean, obviously, but there are some Irish connections, right? So, what are some of your favorite Irish, I guess, esque things about the holiday, Webb? You was listening on a couple of things.
Yeah, he did. I mean, so like,
you built like Leprechaun. So
yikes! I'm about to say, let me stop.
That's a shot.
Anyways, we will talk about this after the pod, sir. Oh. So, I mean, like, have you guys ever had Irish soda bread?
Irish soda bread? No,
never.
Is it sweet? Is it?
It depends on who. Like, it depends on the person who makes it. Some people will make it a little more sweeter. But it's kind of like a sweet bread. It's like a breakfast kind of thing, or something you would have either like like a snack or whatever like that. Go ahead, Wayne.
Question, raise my hand. Where do you get such bread, sir?
You could buy it at a bakery. You can buy it at the grocery store, but it's one of those things where it's like it has to be homemade.
But you're saying a bakery? Do I get an Italian bakery or do I go to B?
I mean, you're not going to an Italian bakery to get Irish soda bread. You might go to like.
You're talking about Irish. Sorry, my bad. Do I go to an Irish place and get the bread, or can I get it like at Big Y or something like that? Nah. You could
Big Y usually has
your
that
local
kind of stuff.
Shop.
Stop and Shop might not have that kind of stuff, but Big Y usually does. But as far as like some of my favorite drinks, Bailey's, right? Okay. Bailey's and a cup of coffee. Bailey's and some hot chocolate. Bailey's by itself with a little bit of whipped cream on top, with some ice on it. It's a good time, right?
Cat be eating Bailey's. Cookies and Bailey's, not cookies and milk. Cat did Oreos and Bailey's. That's probably actually banging. That's probably banging. Oreos and Bailey's, man. That's probably banging.
See, now y'all got to do that on the pod now. Y'all got to do that. You have to do it.
But you know how to make ice cream from scratch.
I do know how to make ice
cream.
You can
make a Bailey's ice cream, bro.
I guess I can, but right now I'm more interested in dipping my Oreos in Bailey's.
So again, I should do this on the pod
That's
so that people
probably
can see it.
banging. Yeah,
Probably is.
we got to try that
We
out.
have to try that.
For me, I remember the first time I had an Irish car bomb. Irish
Ooh,
car
wee.
bombs they don't even taste good. It's almost just the thrill of doing a car bomb in general. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I remember the first time I did Irish car bombs. I don't remember what I did after taking Irish car bombs.
Yeah.
But I remember my first time having Irish car
I
bomb.
mean,
It was a
you
good
know,
time.
just the sheer fact of pounding a very thick ass Guinness and a shot of whiskey.
Pounding a thick ass. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, yikes.
It's graphic. My bad. Like, oh, wow. Shit. My bad. Go ahead. What were you saying? My bad.
Is he
My
not
bad.
Is he lying though? That shit is
I
pretty
mean,
wild.
Guinness
It's
Guinness
fucking wild. It is.
Guinness is heavy.
Guinness is heavy.
Heavy.
Like, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, Guinness is a heavy. I mean, like,
It's like it's the chocolate milk of beer.
And then you gotta
yeah.
like,
I
and
mean,
then you gotta
like,
let you take that whole glass down. After no,
it's like the
bro.
protein shake of freaking beers, man. That shit is.
It is.
Shit will fill you up. Pause.
Jamaicans use that in a lot of things. Trust me. Trust me, I'll tell you this.
I'm around for the green beer as well for St. Patty's Day. Anything else for St. Patty's Day? Y'all
I
around?
mean, I'm
The
definitely
Shamrock
around
Shake
for
from McDonald's, bro.
I never had one.
It's amazing. I heard.
Is it mint?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't.
it is.
It's
It
mint.
It's mint.
It's mint in there. It is. There is mint in there, sir.
I mean, that's very much not Irish, but it is in the spirit of St. Patrick's.
It's because
It's green.
It is green.
It is green.
Are you gonna wear
Why?
green on St. Patty's Day?
I might.
Don't.
Don't.
I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work, so I wear a green shirt outside when I'm chilling.
I'm not wearing green. Anyhow, last on the list for Are You Around? Daylight savings. Daylight savings is tonight. We record this podcast on Saturdays now. So it is Saturday, March 12th as we speak. And daylight savings time is on Sunday at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Webb, you posed an interesting question. This actually made it to the list very, very late. You want to pose?
Yeah. So, all right. So, fellas, there's always been a growing debate about should daylight savings be abolished?
Should it even be a thing?
Should it, you know what I'm saying? Like, should we just end it right now? Arizona or is it Arizona? I got to look it up again. I just had it. New Mexico. No. Arizona does not have daylight savings. They're the only state in the union that doesn't have it.
Okay.
So,
for that reason,
Uh-huh.
I agree with the people who like say we don't need it. Okay. Like the fact, like I mean, there's like we're the only country that does it, right? Like okay, I won't say we're the only country that does daylight saving times, but not the whole world doesn't do daylight saving times.
No, they don't.
What's the point?
Yeah, what was the reasoning for daylight savings time?
It was Webb back in the day. He needed more time in it with his wheelbarrow.
He definitely did.
So you know what I mean. Cat was in the legislation back in the 1720s.
He said it was messing
up. Introduced daylight savings time.
I heard it was messing up the crops. That's what it was. It's no light.
So
okay,
so
farming.
Correction on my part. Hawaii and Arizona don't have daylight savings.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, that's when I learned that. Once I learned that it wasn't like science, and like you know what I mean. Once I learned that it wasn't like, I just thought it was something that had to happen. I thought it had to do with the moon, and I thought it was science.
I thought that's what I thought too. It was like something with the moon, something with time saving.
I didn't know what it was, but once I learned, I don't know what it was, but once I learned that it had to do with farmers needing something to do with farming back in the day, it had nothing at all to do with nothing.
Because it was something with the farmers' crops.
I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. So I
don't
think we need
per PBS. PBS. Congress instituted daylight savings time during World War I, again during World War II, and once again during the energy crisis of the early 1970s. The idea was that having extra light later in the afternoon would save energy by decreasing the need for electric lighting.
That's bullshit, because my light bill is high.
Well, no, it wasn't necessarily for the consumer. It was more so because, or during war times, all of our resources, right, as a country, goes, just like with the pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, you know what, this factory that makes boxes, you stop making boxes and you start making syringes because we need them for testing and whatever, right? So that's that war powers like ability that the president and sometimes Congress has. And so like, yeah.
Well, I think that's just a natural. We might as well just get into it. Speaking of war, we might as well just
Yeah.
we might as well jump into it.
Yeah. So
Shit is real.
yo, guys, so have y'all heard about, you know,
Enlighten me.
I don't know,
Speak.
some country, big ass country at the very north. I mean, sometimes, strong like Russian bears just invaded a country the size of Texas called Ukraine. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, it's yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so like I heard something, I read something, and it talked about that over 1 million people have been displaced
Mm-hmm.
and are now refugees. Right, Poland is taking a lot of people, and then like that's like the stop, and then they disperse from there. Right, going to different countries throughout Europe, and into the United States, and coming across the Atlantic. So here's my question for you guys, right? Like, what of what you've heard or seen about this entire process, this entire situation, has bothered you the most?
That's a good question. I didn't prepare too much, so it's kind of freestyle. But
Well,
first, I want to say, like, just overall, the fact that this has even happened, I might be naive, but it's unbelievable. I mean, I know war has been going on for most of our lives.
mm-hmm.
Yes, put the belt down. I know war just like has been a part of our lives for the most part. We didn't see it, obviously, you knew it was going on, but I don't know. It just bothers me that in 2022 that's still a resort. Like that's a measure you go to when you don't get what you want, whatever that is. Like it's just like I don't know, man. It's just so backwards to me. Like we need to just flip the whole script in the world. And if you're gonna agree to be a war leader, you gotta a world leader or a country's leader. You gotta agree to be down to throw hands yourself when shit don't go right. You know what I mean? Like instead of war, head
Bruh,
up. Just head up. You know what I
well,
mean? Like,
well,
That's, see,
like,
I
like,
get
and I'm not. Hold on. I don't want. I'm not joke. I don't want to.
no,
I'm
no.
not
no, but I
joking
hear you
either.
though.
Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I honestly mean it. It's like it's just so barbaric almost that's it's just like why is that why do we have to kill each other to for political gain? Like it's so mind boggling to me. So that's first thing. I think that's probably what bothers me the most about it. It's just the fact that it still happens. Like I
Hey,
don't know, man. Like
I, I,
have we not learned from history that there's no positive outcome from it on either side
see
ever,
the thing about it.
ever?
Oh, sorry.
So that's what bothers me the most about it. Just the fact that it's even occurring and
See,
yeah, I don't
I
know, man.
I, I agree with you because like the thing that bothers me the most is like the powers that be, the leaders, the people that supposed to take charge of their countries and lead them to a better life. But bro, Putin is just he an asshole basically. If you really just look at the interviews that he had, the way that he just like walks and talks, he's a smug asshole. And the fact that he's just attacking this country for like I feel like there's no reasons. There's no reason for all of this. If you're supposed to be a diplomat, and it's supposed to be a diplomatic way around certain things, right? But they just want to go into the bloodshed more so than talk it out. So it just make no sense to me.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, like,
That's
I
really
mean,
it, man.
and like, and you're right. I mean, like, I mean, to the whole world, there is no reason for Russia to be doing this, right? But to Russia, their reasonings are they want to try to reinstate some resemblance of the power that Russia had over the Soviet Union, right? Belarus, Ukraine, there was many other countries that were in that area that were part of the Soviet Union. And when the Soviet Union fell in the late '80s, early '90s, these countries like Ukraine got their independence in 1990 or '91, right? And so Um, the tough part, man, for me was that hospital.
Yeah, I saw that recently.
You know what I'm saying?
Children's Hospital, yeah.
The children's hospital and maternity
It's
ward.
crazy.
Like, bro, like I don't know. Like, I keep it really fucks me up. To be very frank, right? Like,
Yeah,
because like saying to
it
myself,
should. It
like,
should.
Mm-hmm.
my wife was giving birth in a hospital. I couldn't imagine, bro.
It's unbelievable.
It
Like
is
what is
That,
for
it is
what is
like,
happening? It's
but
also different because we can see it,
but
bro.
that's
This is the
yo,
first time
but
where we've
that's
been able
but
to,
that's a
and I'm not watching nothing, but the fact that there's so many videos out there, I listen, y'all already know we've said this early on pod history. I go on World Star every single day, and the amount of videos that are Russia Ukraine related, as far as tanks shutting down, people getting in, but it's insane, and I will never click on any of it. But that also makes this so much more drastic because realistically 20 years ago we wouldn't even that probably would have happened, but we wouldn't have heard about it.
but yeah,
yeah,
see, but with that being said, it's just like what's happening right now on Instagram with that because of the war. So Russia just banned Instagram from being like downloaded in Russia. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a big thing right there because we're literally getting everything from like those videos from people on Instagram posting and
True.
showing what's really going on. So for them to
Mm-hmm.
do that, it's just showing them that they're really trying to like take control of everything that people are doing. And this is scary because again, you've seen this before back in the Hitler days. This is them trying to take over like that. Like, I mean, it's not the same, but in a sense, this is them. This is like little things they're trying to do just so they can close off them from the rest of the world, and
yeah. I mean,
that's
like,
sad.
yeah, I mean, like Russia's behavior, Russia and sometimes China, right? Not to put China
Sure.
into this, but like they both are
Sure.
very much isolating
But
countries.
they would we
I
would
thought you mean
at the
South Korea.
same
South
time.
Korea too. Is it South Korea or North Korea?
Yeah,
North Korea,
North
North
Korea.
yeah,
North
but
Korea.
Korea.
at the same time when Russia invaded Ukraine, we was worried about China invading Taiwan, right?
Yeah, we were.
So
You know what I'm
same
saying?
thing, man.
Well, but see, but the thing is that like I feel like China's watching what the world, what the rest of what the rest of the world is doing against Russia,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, if we isolate ourselves like that, I mean, like, shouts out to every country that is levying some kind of sanction, like for the first time, and I think in a long time, Switzerland, which is known as like the neutral
Neutral,
zone, right?
yeah.
Like, there's remain neutral,
Mm-hmm.
levied sanctions against Russia, and I mean, and if you watch any kind of documentary on offshore accounts and Swiss bank accounts,
I
lots of
need one.
money
I
Mm-hmm.
need
of
one.
rich people
Mm-hmm.
is in Switzerland. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, guys. I mean, all I can say, and I say it on behalf of all of us, man, is just prayers to the Ukrainian people, prayers to our friends who we have who are
Ukrainian
Ukrainian.
friends. Yeah.
Um, uh, I just don't. I couldn't imagine, right? Like being displaced in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, to then being in one of these countries, these cities in Ukraine, and having to run with your family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So prayers to the people of Ukraine and all the refugees, and that they find safety. But I will say this, and I'd be remiss if I didn't. For the folks who are blocking black people or people of color who can't leave Ukraine, you need to jump out the window. So,
I'll quickly add on to that though before we jump to the next one. Also, want to send prayers to people in Russia who ain't with that shit.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of
shit,
protests and things going on in Russia. People who are opposing it. People are getting locked up for being vocal about
yeah.
opposing it. Probably worse things happening for opposing it that we don't know about. So just prayers to everybody who is being negatively impacted by this.
Shouts out to the Russian soldiers, so the Russian soldiers who are playing dumb, like, yo, I can't fight, my tank broke down, but they,
I also seen what they were saying that like I seen a couple of where there was like this. I didn't click on them. I just read the headline that the soldiers were saying like they didn't even know what was happening. Like they didn't know they
yeah,
was invading. They said they was doing like a drill or some shit like that.
shit
Listen,
is nuts.
I just pray for the safety of all the people in Ukraine out there, bro, because dangerous, and I want the families to get back safe. That's it, because it's crazy out there.
But these sanctions are impacting a lot as well to kind of change gears a little bit.
My guess.
What are you talking about, Web?
Oh,
This is your segment.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dude,
I just saw
what are you
something.
doing?
We rusty. It's
We
okay.
rusty.
It's okay. It's okay. Wait, hold
Live
on.
on the air. My guy right here is lost.
Well, no, like I was trying to pull in there, like the sanctions are affecting my gas,
I
the
didn't
gas
feel it.
in my cars.
I didn't feel the transition, but okay. Keep going.
Anyways, yeah, little rush.
I did it.
Anyways, folks, I just was at BJ's, and normally BJ's gas
BJ's,
station
bro?
be having like the quality gas prices.
BJ's got the quality grass. I didn't know that. I don't know.
They
You go
don't.
through the
They
parking
don't.
lot.
You
They
be
don't.
getting that in the bulk, bro? You be getting the grass.
Wow, could you imagine getting a lot in bulk?
I
I
mean,
should have picked Costco to get locked up in. That's what I should have picked. That's what I should have picked. I should have picked Costco to
Right,
get
now I'm
locked
thinking
up
about
in.
I should have picked BJ because BJ and Costco got some shit.
Yo,
though, I ain't
so-
gonna
I
lie.
didn't even think about that.
Costco gas was $4.49 with your member discount. Gas is basically $5 a gallon, guys.
But why? Tell for the people who don't know why gas is so expensive.
Yeah, let me know.
So-
what it has to do with Russia.
let
Tell
me
us
know.
why.
Let me know why I
So-
gotta put 60 on pump one.
So
Who
really,
should we
really
be mad at?
quick, really quick civics lesson, right?
Oh, civics. I hate civics.
Web 101.
Russia, in an effort to interweave itself in what is known as the West, the United States and countries that are not, Russia, China, and North Korea, they're considered the West, right? All the countries in NATO, right? Which was established in World War II, right?
Right.
After World War II. So Russia, trying to disarm the West, got into a lot of different business deals using diplomacy. And oil, Russia has a lot of it. A lot.
Right.
Right? Like they have a lot of like so
They got that gas.
they got
Word.
that gas. Literally, right? Like they have the oil,
abundance.
right? BP is a big buyer of Russian oil, and BP. There's tons of BP gas stations all over the United States.
So Russia got a lot of gas. They
Word.
rushing up. They messing up their gas flow to
So
us.
no,
And that,
so
well, we cut them off,
we cut them off,
Damn.
and that's why shit is expensive.
and
Facts.
Moneybag Joe hasn't.
Joe.
He hasn't opened up the oil reserves here in our country to
So he-
relieve some of that. So
he
I'm
had-
hoping he cracks open a canister or whoop ass on somebody so we could get
So
some
you
relief.
said-
with the
Moneybag
gas
Joe
So you
will give
said-
everybody money but us.
So what you
But-
saying? Moneybag
Basically.
Joe is like not giving us gas money, but he trying though. No.
I mean, they basically are withholding the gas tax, which shouldn't even be a thing, right? But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I never really paid attention to gas prices, honestly, until now.
Bro, you wild.
Like-
You gotta pay attention to the gas price.
I didn't because at the end of the day, it didn't matter. It was like whether it was a couple cents. Like the amount of money that I put in, I knew how much it was going to get.
Let me tell you right
Like
now.
it really didn't vary too much. Like I knew if I put $30 in when my gas tank is at this level, I'm gonna get this much gas. Like I knew that. You know what I mean? It wasn't until today. Today was my first day getting gas since all this.
$75.
No. Well, I didn't fill up.
Yeah,
I put my usual $30 in. I put my usual 30
What
in.
happened? Did it burp?
I put my normal 30 in from it was at a quarter.
Uh-huh.
That joint went to a little over half.
Fact, it burped.
With 30 being.
That burp,
I was
bro.
like, oh no.
Bro.
So
Bruh.
yeah, I feel it now. I feel it.
Like you really have to pay attention because that 5 to 10 cents can really change. Like really make a difference. It might not do it, but it does, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro,
Well, it's more than 5 to 10. It's more than 5 to 10
It's a whole
cents now.
dollar.
I know,
bro.
but
Yeah.
look, when that bad boy went up the other day, because I went to like it was 2 days. I remember the gas being at $3.39. No, it was $3.39. 2 days after, that bad boy was at $4.10. I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's more than 5 cents. Again, so I wasn't
No, I'm
worried
saying,
about it
no,
when
I'm
it was a
talking
couple
I'm
cents.
talking about before when you go searching for gas price for the low, but I can't find it.
Honestly, bro, I don't like before this, I wasn't searching for the cheapest gas. I just go to my same gas station.
Exactly.
I
You know what I'm
mean, if
saying?
you
Now you
Me
might
and
want
Ak,
to.
we get along. It's just what it is.
Casse Ak.
that's
Move
out.
on. Casse
Like
Ak.
Yo,
What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Casse Ak. Move on. Are you drinking Henny? Are you drinking
Look,
Hennessy?
I am not, but I
see,
wish.
my
You
guy
know what?
Muhammad, he definitely hooks me up with some gas prices. I
What
know.
else? What else you got on your report, bro?
Hold on, let me go back to the agenda.
Looking at the syllabus.
Bruh. Um, Brittany Griner. I mean,
We can make this quick too.
I kind of want to give Brittany Griner like the detrimental moment
Detrimental
of
moment of
the
the week.
week
Can't.
because, like, where in the world can you? Where in the world are they letting you fly in, come into the airport with any kind of controlled substance?
I mean, apparently,
Unless you're going to like Amsterdam or something like that, right, or whatever. And even
apparently,
then, they're letting you fly out.
Yeah.
So
but,
Brittany Griner, folks, as you
But
probably already know,
no,
apparently,
wait. She had like a pen though,
well,
right?
no, apparently it was CBD oil. It wasn't actually THC.
And it wasn't a pen. It was a pen, right?
yeah. But
Bruh,
yeah.
I confess, bruh, I've flown with a pen
I'm,
because 9 times
PSA,
out
I
of
don't know
10
this man.
I don't know this
they
dude,
don't
bro.
care.
I don't know this dude, bro.
Flown with a pen,
I just met this dude today on this pod.
I just met this guy
bruh.
yesterday.
It's facts. Like, who
I've
this
flown
dude?
with a pen. I from reliable sources, I'm told, especially out of the country. No, within the country, they don't really care. But yeah, she's wilding. But honestly, the reason why I can't give her detrimental moment of the week is because I honestly fear the worst is going to happen
I do too,
Mhm.
bro.
because of what's going on.
Bro, the
Like,
pictures of her
But I'm
have
just
with like
wondering.
the
I'm
sign
like,
of her name on it. That's the most craziest thing in the world I'm seeing right now.
say that again.
The pictures with they have pictures of her like holding up a sign with her
Yeah.
name on it. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can look at her face. She's scared. Like, I'll be scared as hell too in a Russian prison.
bro,
What the hell's going
I'm
on
in a
there?
Russian prison
Feel me?
During
during
a
a
war.
war. Nah.
And every American is gone.
Like but here's
Even
I'm
your
not saying this is why I would give a detrimental moment of the week, but I'm just like, okay, like you probably don't do this when you travel, mile out of the country, but like when I would send students, when we have students to study abroad, we would always have them sign up with the Department of State, the State Department, to register and be on their alerts, so that
Right.
if like you're in Italy and they're saying this part of Italy is you shouldn't be over there, the students would get that alert. Everybody in Russia and in Ukraine that was an American was told to bounce.
But she was locked up before shit went down.
Yeah, she was.
But I also can't, I can't
I'm
knock
not saying
her down right
give her
now.
that. I'm
But-
just saying like
I can't knock her down right now. But there was talks of Russia invading Ukraine
Mm-hmm.
well before
well
she was
before.
arrested.
And she,
I'd have said I'm good.
I don't know why she was there.
No, there is
but
a reason she was there because you remember the WNBA during their off season they don't pay the females.
That's who should get detrimental
She was
moment of the
playing.
week.
They don't pay them, so they gotta go. They literally like right now. I know of a WNBA star right now. I'm working in the high schools with. Not saying no names, but that's the truth because they don't. The WNBA don't pay their players during their off season. The players got to go find other actual jobs and work overseas.
Yeah.
That's how you a professional athlete. You still got to go like find ends meet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wayne, I had heard that nigga said that she would scrape you.
She probably would. I'm not gonna front. She's like 6'9". Like she can really
She's
dunk.
dunking on you.
I'm just saying, yeah. She is. Like I'm not.
It's crazy though because she is considered like a really big star in the WNBA.
Oh,
She
she's
really
not
is.
she's a top.
She's not a
She's
a top
like
athlete.
yeah, like that's like I don't know. I want to compare her to an NBA player, but that's like who? That's like Anthony Davis getting locked up in Russia.
Yeah.
Basically.
So
top
it's
5, top 10 player in the WNBA.
Because I really do fear the worst just because of the time that it is right now. I think she needs a miracle. But I do want to end your segment on a high note, so we're gonna do this. So we don't end on Brittany Griner sadness.
Yeah.
This is this who knew was about gas. I want to know which one of y'all knew. As of today, March 12th, 2022, I searched for like 45 minutes too. I was trying to find the highest reported gas price today, like just individually. But I can only find averages. But I know we've seen the pictures where it's like $9 or some places, $7, some wild stuff. But again, I can only find averages. But I think we all know that California has the highest average gas price. So what is California's average gas price, which is the highest in the country right now? Webb.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta get down to the penny.
I'm gonna say $9.47.
$9.47 is the average gas price.
Oh, the average gas
The
price.
average, not the highest. I couldn't find the highest. What is the average?
$7 and I'm gonna go 47 cents.
$7.47. You, what you got? What's the average gas price in Cali?
I have a question.
Go.
Can I get a range or no?
No, you know the
I mean, I'm
highest.
just saying
You know the highest in
the
Cat
California.
asked for a range after I gave my answer.
Still,
Bitch, yeah.
You
You-
know how much it is here. You've seen the
I'm
memes.
just saying.
Do some mathematics in your. You know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying, Webb, it's always good to ask the question. Don't hate a whole ass.
$7.47. What you got?
I'm gonna say 851.
$8.51. Y'all didn't do good in math when it was average time. But the average gas price is $5.73 in California. Who knew? But that makes Webb the winner. But y'all was both really high.
So that's for range. See this? Look at that. I did.
It's okay.
I took a shot.
Q,
Take a shot.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
You're not just saying, I took a shot. Like, you're not listening.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad.
Was it accurate? No. You know who's not accurate? Russell Westbrook. But, you know, I might digress. But I'm not gonna digress. Again, people. Before I really get into actual sports, again, as great as LeBron is, he is triple doubling his way to a terrible season with this Laker team. This honest to God truth. All right, honest to God truth. Because Russell Westbrook don't want to play no more because the fans don't like him. Like, AD hurt again. Like, I can keep going. I'm pretty sure they still ain't fired Frank Vogel. They should though. Honestly, this is. I'm sorry, but I wish Diamond G was here because he'll probably be just sitting here steaming mad because, bro, it's the truth. Honestly, God, truth.
Hopefully we get his take in episode 50.
Hopefully we get his take in episode 50. You know, I hope so too. But let's talk about some basketball first. No. I want to talk NFL because I just something just came across my table and a friend of mine who's a great, number one diehard Cowboys fan. When Amari Cooper left, I wanted to text him so bad and ask, "How do you feel right now, bro?"
Where'd Amari Cooper go?
I know he's pissed too because
Cleveland Browns.
He went to the Cleveland Browns, so I know my friend.
Be distressed.
And Amari Cooper is probably kicking and punching the fucking air right now. Like,
but you know why I'm gonna say that was an okay trade. Why Block, aka Black Swan Panther? Shout out to Block.
I respect it.
Why it's not that big a deal? Because CD Lamb is there. They didn't need Amari as much as they did last year. And you know how I know? Because Webb got the belt and I don't. And you know why? Because I had Amari Cooper. And Amari Cooper did not get any love this year from Dak Prescott because CD Lamb was there. So I don't know who won the trade. I don't know what the Cowboys received, but hopefully there's a better chance for Amari Cooper.
A 5th round pick. That's what
Hopefully there's a better chance for Amari Cooper to get the rock in Cleveland, but
is there?
He wasn't really doing nothing in Dallas.
Is there?
At least this year.
So you mean to tell me Amari Cooper's going to get more touches than Odell Beckham should have? What you saying?
He's not in the Browns.
No, but when Odell Beckham was on the Browns?
Well, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Baker Mayfield didn't like.
They didn't like each other. Amari Cooper is a possession receiver.
Yeah.
It might be all right.
Listen,
and I think the Cowboys didn't really lose too much. Honestly.
Before Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown had that falling out, he was Antonio Brown's number. He got every fucking rock from Ben.
Yeah.
So I don't give a damn if he didn't like him. Throw the fucking ball to OD. My guy, just throw him the rock.
I mean, the Browns. Okay, the Browns are definitely the worst team. We can agree with that.
Right.
Like it didn't matter. It didn't even matter, like, if Baker Mayfield was throwing the rock. Like, it wasn't going to get there regardless because there's so many other things wrong with the Browns. So it's a worse situation for
that's what I'm saying.
unless they make a lot of other moves, offensive line wise, like other.
They
got to make a lot of moves for
new
quarterback. They got to make a lot of moves for that to be good for him. It's more so of a loss for him and not the Cowboys.
I respect that.
And who wants to live in Cleveland? I ain't heard,
So who? So you saying?
I've heard Cleveland is a good time.
I never heard
I've
that.
never
before.
heard that at all. Who
Well,
told
there's a
you?
bigger trade. There's
I
a
mean,
bigger trade.
we're getting to the bigger trade, that big trade right
Okay.
quick. We just got rush down the line and see how y'all feel about this Khalil Mack, because Cap was talking about Khalil Mack last night. How you feel about his trade to the Chargers?
You know what? It didn't really click with me that it was a really big trade until we was playing Madden last night.
Yeah.
And
You forgot that Joey Bosa was
Webb
that
had
guy.
Webb had the Chargers. Joey Bosa was already scraping me, and I was like, "Damn, Khalil Mack about to be out there too." It's over. Like I forgot Joey Bosa was on the Chargers. So Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, that's just as dangerous as Aaron Donald
And
and
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller. If do I say more dangerous?
I don't know, because that boy Aaron
Because
Donald is dangerous.
Khalil Mack is.
But I would think he's in the same realm as Khalil Mack, because he
It
is
might be more.
up there.
It might be more dangerous than Aaron Donald and Von Miller, just because Von Miller is kind of
Older.
old.
I mean,
But
Khalil Mack is fast. Like
Right.
he's a
Khalil Mack is
fast
fast.
linebacker.
So that's a dangerous pair. That's
But do you think-
I like what the NFL is doing as far as like these pairings on the line. Like you don't really see that too much. It's like they throwing Kobe's and Shaqs on defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But now,
LA started that again, just like they LeBron did with Miami and just all these super teams. They're making super teams in the NFL now, which is kind of.
But now my question is just like the last one. Do you think this is a good fit for Khalil Mack? Like you said it was, but do you think this is like
Yes.
Do you think this that
Yes.
push that get him to
Absolutely.
where
He needed to get off the Bears.
But no, I'm saying is the push to get him where Aaron Donald
Yes.
is with the ring? You think
Yes.
so?
Yeah. Because Webb, even though I won that game, Webb cooked me with Herbert too.
Yeah.
So you think he
So
can,
like
do you
they're a
think
good
that,
team.
Do you think that team next year could be a potential Super Bowl team? That's what I'm asking.
Absolutely. Yeah. For
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
They were a potential matchup this year.
Well, I mean, like, and
the sooner the better, because Keenan Allen is only getting older.
Well, I mean, Keenan Allen's getting older, but they also just signed the Mike Williams dude for some more years, and he's the thing about the Chargers that I like, besides their defense that is stout, they have to do better on the secondary to get a better secondary on that team because it's just not that great. Like
For sure.
If their front four don't get the front seven don't get either some pressure on the quarterback or cause some confusion in the center, those cornerbacks are getting beat. But they got trees. They got trees on the outside.
True.
For Justin Herbert. And this dude can throw the rock, bro. And it's just throwing the ball up there sometimes. Keenan, Mike. So, yeah, they're going to be straight. I mean, especially if Mahomes has the same kind of year he did this year.
Right.
Ton of interceptions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't foresee him having another season like this again. I think he's gonna come back and just like
I don't know, bro.
He might come back and bust that.
Everybody declines except even Tom Brady had a decline.
That's what
He
I'm
came
saying.
back up,
but
everybody declines.
He's still young though, so I don't think the decline's gonna come so soon.
He is a U-dem.
So, you know
He
what I
is a
mean?
U-dem, but his mentality is to just throw it.
But he
Throw
might
it. Just throw it. Just like throw it for a receiver to catch it. And like these dudes is I don't know.
But again, you gotta think about, like they said, like LeBron said, I'm a student to the game. Like you gotta think about he's going back, looking at the film and figuring out what he's doing wrong so he can improve for next season, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But let's get to the good trade.
Wait, one more just to see if you're around for it, because it's been a lot of good trades or some more good trades. Carson Wentz to the Washington team, because I'm not calling them the Commanders. That's just a terrible name. How do y'all feel about that?
Not very impactful. I think he's still going to be trash.
He's gonna be trash.
Carson Wentz had some iconic moments, but it was a blip, and he's not going to do it again. Sorry.
You know what? Carson Wentz is the NFL's Ben Simmons.
Oh wow!
Because I feel like, and I feel like that's what's
gonna
gonna happen. I mean, not to throw basketball, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Ben.
So
he's gonna go to a different team. He's gonna have some moments, but then not really shine. Carson Wentz, man, like he just honestly, I feel bad for Ron Rivera because he's a good coach. And Carson Wentz is gonna be the reason why that man gets fired.
Yikes.
I can feel the same way.
It's gonna be the reason why that man gets fired.
I just want to throw that out there, because there's a lot of trades. But let's get to the big money trade, and that's going to what the Denver Broncos just picked up. I mean, I feel this is big for that team because every year we always talk about a good quarterback going to the team, and my man Russell Wilson go to the Broncos. Fellas, how y'all feel about that one? Shocked. I see. Shocked. Captain Shock.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go
Yeah, I
first?
mean, I'll go first. I mean, so like
Mm-hmm.
Russell going to the Broncos, I think it'll be good for Russell Wilson because it'll allow him to play with a younger core
Mm-hmm.
of offensive players and have a somewhat good defense, a stacked defense, I guess, in a sense. But I don't foresee him taking them to a championship.
Mm. Okay.
He's in the best division in the AFC, in the AFC West. You got Mahomes, you got Herbert. I mean, Derek Carr is no slouch, right? And the Raiders are pretty good. And then you got the Broncos, right? So somebody's got to be out. There's going to be an odd team out, and the Broncos might be that team. But it's a good trade for them. They want it for now, but the Seahawks, if they make do on those picks, they won the trade.
I think the trade was dumb as fuck. Excuse my language. I don't think anybody won in that trade. Name me 3 people who's he going to throw to on the Broncos fast.
Huh?
Name me 3 people on the Broncos that Russell Wilson is going to throw to fast.
Jerry Jeudy.
3 people.
3 people.
Exactly. Who is he throwing to? Who's the Broncos running back? Who's the
Patrick
Broncos running back?
No,
Who's the Broncos running back? Tell me right now.
Exactly.
Exactly. Who's the Broncos tight end? Tell me right now.
Sir, calm
They
down.
traded
Calm
him.
down. Hey,
They
sir.
traded him.
First off,
Stupid trade.
Calm down.
Who's he
Calm down.
throwing to?
Sir.
Nobody. No, let me get this off. Nobody won in that trade. Russell, he's gonna go there to die. He better be going over there to get one.
Wow.
That better be the only reason why he's going to Colorado is to get one.
No, do you see the?
No, hold up.
Do you see the ripples?
He does not win.
Wait, look
The
at the screen.
Seahawks don't win
Look at the
because
screen.
now who do they got?
Look at the screen.
He was the only person that the Seahawks had because DK is nice, but DK is young and he be doing stupid stuff.
He do.
And he's like a young Odell. He be letting his emotions get the best of him.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He got to
but at
retire
least-
that earring though.
but at least he had DK. And at least he had, I think he, at least for a few years,
Tyler
had a running
Lockett.
back. He had people to throw to. I just think the Broncos is the worst situation until they make more moves around him. Jerry Jeudy is nice, but Jerry Jeudy is not better than that. Is not better than DK.
No, I wouldn't say he's better, but they're in a different class of receiver, right?
And it's a lower class.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say lower
It
class.
is.
I wouldn't put some
You
respect
mean
on
type? You mean type, not class.
type, not class, type, right? So like,
Okay.
like DK is physical. He's not
Uh-huh,
fast.
he is. What?
Right? He is fast. He's fast. and
fast.
physical.
What do you mean?
I know what you're
Fast
trying.
for
I
his
know what you're.
size. He's fast
I
for
know
his
what you're
size.
trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Jerry Judy's a small guy.
Jerry
He's
Jeudy's
I
a
get what
agile.
you're
small
saying.
guy, similar to like the Tyler Lockett's and
Uh-huh.
the dudes he had in Seattle, really
Uh-huh.
quick receivers, right?
Right.
But somebody like Russell Wilson, who is shorter, has a shorter stature, and throws those moon balls, he needs somebody who can go up and get the ball. I don't know if Jerry Jeudy can do that like a DK Metcalf.
Exactly. You know why you know why it's what I'm more so kind of upset at Russell? Because he could have went where he wanted, bruh. Like he could have went anywhere. He could have went like he really could have got the contract he wanted wherever
Right.
he wanted.
Yeah.
Why did he choose Denver? He could have came to Tennessee,
This,
bruh.
you know,
Oh
okay,
man, this
that's
is what
true.
this is
He definitely-
about.
See, hold on. Well, I kind of agree.
Nobody
with
want to
Cap.
go to Tennessee.
First off,
He could have went anywhere else.
listen.
He could have went to the Raiders.
He could have.
All right, fellas, simmer down. Let me speak now. Oh, this is my segment. Yeah, I kind of agree with Cap. He could have came to Tennessee. He could have. But again, apparently in the NFL, like Cap said, Denver is the place for to die at. It is. So apparently that's where he's gonna go and pass up. I mean, we're going with the pasture, I guess. But if Sierra's down to go there, she'll probably down to go there. But let's talk about some other things right now because you guys are very heated about this. If people can see how Cap was going off, his ripples and his microphone is like booming out, just jumping out the fucking gym.
Jim, I apologize.
I respect it. I respect the passion. And I mean,
I like football. I do.
I do. You kind of the way that you
I'm trying to
jumped.
play Madden after the pod. Let's hurry up.
The way
Let's go.
the way you jumped reminds me of a young Michael Irvin. So I respect it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I gotta take
He
it.
was on cocaine though. I don't know.
He was.
Okay, before the okay. Wow.
He was 8-balling him, bro.
He definitely was 8-balling. He definitely was 8-balling that motherfucker. Okay,
8-ball
so
Irvin.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, go.
Hey, I'm sorry, this is fucking funny. But yeah, it is March Madness. And yes, me being a big March Madness fan, because you know my team is the great Blue Devils, the Duke Blue Devils. And I'm sorry for the UConn Huskies of the world. You guys suck unless you're the women's team. Fellas, you around for some March Madness? I know Webb is. Cap,
I'm
no, what? Cap, one day we're gonna get you. We gotta get you in there. Like, if you want to watch some exciting basketball, I'm not gonna lie to you, some real exciting basketball. Because just like you say, like the NBA is boring because you gotta have Steph Curry just shooting a bunch of trades in people's faces. Like college basketball is literally where you want to be at to watch nothing but basketball all weekend. Because trust me, the defense, the play, the crowd reaction. If you ever been to a college basketball, if you never been to a college basketball game before in your life, you should actually go because I'm telling you, it's just.
I went to Eastern. Our basketball games weren't that exciting.
It wasn't that exciting, but you got to go to the actual D1 college basketball games where like the fan atmosphere, the booths are there. It's amazing. But speaking of March Madness, we're just going to digress and talk about what we have coming up for the people. A March Madness bracket of your favorite basketball moves or ones that we picked so far. And, we got a good selection. So, fellas, I'm gonna run down the selection.
We didn't want to be. Everybody's doing a March Madness bracket. That's too easy.
It's too easy. So
yeah,
let's give.
What are we doing?
We're gonna give the people 16 teams of movies. All right, I'm gonna run down the 16 teams. The last two we're gonna.
What kind of movies? Basketball
movies. I said it. Basketball movies in earlier. I said it in the promo. But we're gonna go down the list of 14, and the last two we're just gonna pick right now on the pod because we was having a debate earlier. What should be the last two, right, fellas? So first off, loving basketball. We agree with that one. That got 3 votes. Coach Carter.
Captain Carter, I'll take it. Shout out to me.
Don't you ever.
I kind of
Go ahead, run through them.
All right, loving basketball. Coach Carter. He got game. White man can't jump. Like Mike, Cap's favorite, because I heard he got the Like Mike sneakers in his closet right now. Joanna Man, because Webb wants to.
Wayne looks like Joanna Man.
Yikes!
Oh wow!
Ouch!
Wow!
Yikes!
With his,
I slandered you. You slandered me. You dirty hoe. Okay, all right.
Yikes!
Rebound. The 6th man. Glory Road. Everybody's favorite of all time. Space Jam, not 2. Space Jam, the original with Michael Jordan, not LeBron James, trash ass one. Air Bud, because we all love Air Bud. Above the Rim, Uncle Drew, Semi-Pro. That's where we had it at, right?
That's
Webb?
14.
Yeah. Webb? All right.
Throw Space Jam 2 on there.
Hell no. Hell no.
Just for it don't even matter.
No.
It don't even matter. Just throw on 2.
No, not Space Jam. Not Space Jam 2. Don't ever.
Well, so for the people,
Slam Dunk Ernest.
I would take Slam Dunk Ernest over Space Jam 2.
So Slam Dunk Ernest is in, I guess.
Facts.
So then Hoosiers versus Blue Chips.
Put Hoosiers and Blue Chips in there.
So we not putting Slam Dunk Ernest in there?
We don't got to put Ernest in there. I never even seen
that.
But I used to rock with Ernest heavy in general.
Ernest he had some good movies. He did.
But it don't matter. We can decide what is going to be the last two
so
amongst ourselves.
Because
you know why it don't matter? Because you know who's going to actually get the dub. I know you thought you was being funny, but like Mike is catching the dub for me at the end of the day. Mike is catching the dub, bruh. Listen. Let me put it in perspective for you. I never wanted to be nice at basketball, so what better way for me than to have some magic shoes? Feel me?
Yes. I mean, I thought you were going to say because you were a Bow Wow fan. That's what
I wanted the shoes.
He did want to be a Bow Wow.
I didn't want to put the work in. Practice. You feel me? Practice?
Wow.
Give me the shoes, man. Give me the
shoes.
Wait. Like Mike.
You think Like Mike is gonna even make it out of the first round? That's what
for me. Like Mike is catching the dub. No matter who it's against. No competition too. I want the shoes.
Depending on where Webb places this, because Webb is. I'm gonna let Webb do this one. Webb, you want to place him or you want me? I feel like Webb should do it.
We're gonna put the bracket out for the people. We're gonna put out a basketball movie bracket for you. Complete the bracket. And share us
Web,
who you think is catching the dub.
Web, since Cap already said his early favorite, who you think catching the dub, bro? Give me right now. Go ahead, right now.
He got game, bro. He got game.
He got game. That is amazing.
Denzel, Ray Allen, that whole story, Jesus Shuttlesworth. Like I still want the Jesus Shuttlesworth jersey. I might have to just buy it just for shits and giggles. Like I might just have it.
I respect it. Listen.
Hugh gonna pick the air up there because he look like the African.
I'm over here looking at the list and one movie that didn't make it. I'm kind of a little sad about it. Sunset Park, bro. That was my shit. Sunset Park was a fucking dope movie. If you never watched it before, Cap, you should watch Sunset Park. You'll definitely like that movie. Terrence Howard is in it, so that was a dope movie.
I respect Terrence Howard, man.
I'm saying it's a dope movie, bro. He was in it again, law on the on the bus. They're on the way to the game, bro. That's all I respect. But I would say, I gotta say Coach Carter, bro, because bro, what are you most afraid of? What is your fear? Huh?
I mean, here's my unpopular opinion about Coach Carter. It was alright.
Huh?
It was alright.
I can do you. Hold on, wait, Webb. I can do you one better. I never saw it.
Oh shit!
It's alright. I mean, like
I know it's a classic because it's Samuel L. It's Samuel L.
But no, the message of the movie not only Samuel.
Bro, I didn't watch basketball movies, bro. I watched the football ones. Little Giants, man. I watched the football ones.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights.
I mean, honestly,
like, football one Friday Night.
But if we talking like funny, but if we're talking funny movies, Rebound with Martin Lawrence was funny as hell.
That wasn't funny.
Wait, funnier than
you didn't think it was funny?
That was one of Martin's worst movies ever.
It was. But funnier than
Six Man. No,
6 Man was funny.
You know what you should have put on there? Flubber. Feel me? Should have put Flubber on there. Flubber helped the team win.
It had a scene in the movie.
Oh my goodness! What was the name of the movie with Whoopi Goldberg when she was the coach of the Knicks?
Eddie. Oh shit! Why did we put Eddie on the damn?
So listen, we got to move on. We got to end the podcast.
We got to take that.
We're gonna put out a.
Nah, we got to take that. We got to take Rebound over and put Eddie. Then fuck that. We got to take Rebound over and put Eddie.
We'll figure out the bracket. People are gonna put a bracket out for you. Complete the bracket, just like if you completed the Thanksgiving bracket back in the day. We're gonna put out a basketball movie bracket. Complete it. Let us know who you think catches the dub. And Hugh, gonna close us out.
Yeah. First off, I want to say this. Fuck both of y'all, because I don't look like no goddamn Joanna, man. Y'all just mad because
I can't not see you. I'm about to make that your profile picture on my phone.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Forget you.
I'm doing that right now.
Forget you and Cap, because y'all both got some soft ass calves.
You gonna make Joanna man his profile picture?
That's terrible. That's disrespectful. How are we friends?
Hugh, you want to close it?
I've been closed it. Fuck both of you. That's my closing. All right, guys.
But yo, real quick, I forgot to mention, you know what I watched today? Y'all have to watch, that Lakers show on HBO. Son.
Oh, it came out?
Winning Time?
It came out already?
Yo, I watched it today while I was folding clothes. Yeah, one episode came out, yo. That show is... Okay, that's disrespectful. That's Juana, man. Make that... make that picture right now.
Hey, I'm a Photoshop Wayne's face and put it...
That's the cover. That's the cover. That's got to be the cover.
That band Wayne.
Wow. The friendship here, people. You see the friendship?
Watch the Lakers show.
This coming from the Godfather of my child that's supporting this. You know what?
I did nothing. I'm just
you support
it.
it.
I'm laughing at it because it's funny. Yes, that's the cover. That's the cover.
That's the cover, and I'm gonna cut Wayne's head off and put it on it.
Yo, but no, check that show out because I'm honestly surprised at how raw it is, yo. But the fact that it's an HBO show, so I guess you expect that. But like, I'm just surprised at the pictures that they allowed. I think I don't want to spoil too much, but like I feel like it started with like the end of Magic Johnson's career. I feel like it ended. They alluded to like his HIV diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
It started with Jerry Buss naked with a naked junk in bed in the Playboy Mansion.
Bruh.
It's pretty raw, bro. Like it's a really good show. Y'all gotta check it out. Like 80s was a wild time.
80s was a wild time.
80s like Jerry Buss had the Jones and he was sharing them with Magic at 19.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he Magic got
He's
HIV for a
wildin'.
reason, bro.
He
It
was
was a
sharing.
wild time, bro. Wild time.
But we're gonna get about it here real quick. I want to go through this real quick. Just because I have a who knew. We don't have enough. We don't. I don't know. We want to go through this. The scroll. I don't want to talk about the McDonald's getting
Nah,
sued.
just skip scroll for now.
That
So
shit
just
is
real quick, Ryan
funny, though.
Coogler. For people who don't know, Ryan Coogler was the director of Black Panther, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And a couple other movies, but that was his biggest one. Ryan Coogler. He was
Creed 2. He was also
he was held in custody. I think by now a lot of people have saw the video, but he was held in custody because he was trying to withdraw, I think, $12,000 out of his bank.
Yep.
And the teller thought that he was robbing the bank. He had on a face mask, as most people do, sunglasses in the hat. Hard to identify anybody. I've always been low key shook once the whole mask mandate thing went into play, because once we all got masks on, we all look alike, and that's dangerous for a black man. That's
Facts.
A. But B, he slid he wrote more than you usually write on a bank slip,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's where shit got murky. Now, obviously, or you could obviously assume that it went the way it did, him being detained. That's what I meant, detained, because he's black. But I don't know. Webb wanted to give detrimental to moment of the week to somebody. I'm not sure who to give it to. I guess the bank teller. I can give it to the bank teller.
At this point,
But I don't know, man. The note was.
So, all right. I know
You don't do that unless he
So-
normally does that. I don't know, but I ain't been to the bank since I was a teenager.
I mean,
So what? Apparently, what he said was what happened was he said he wanted to be discreet because again, he's very known, especially in Atlanta. He's a very known man.
I understand that.
But to draw $12,000, he just wanted to be discreet. And I understand he wrote a little bit too much, but he literally said in it, he says, "I want to withdraw from my bank account." If you're reading it, it says my bank. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing about I want $12,000 put in the bag. He said literally, I would like to withdraw my $12,000 from my bank account. I would like to be discreet. This is a man who's you gotta think about this, man.
I get it.
Just like how you said, you saw Tom Brady and some shit, which I don't know. You probably did.
I did.
I'm just saying. But at the same time, people can be like, was that dude? No, that wasn't home. He want to be discreet because he don't want to be bombarded by a bunch of paparazzis and people. And again, in Atlanta, somebody's gonna rob that nigga.
I don't even think it was a matter of bombardment with paparazzi. I just think he didn't want people. He want people seeing him. Anybody getting that much money in the bank and somebody try to rob home.
That's what I'm
especially
saying.
in Atlanta.
I just said that.
Yeah. I get it. I do completely get it. I completely get it.
It's just like I feel like the situation just like escalated for a degree where it didn't need to be like that. But that bad because apparently he gave a lot of that in his account. No, I think the account number was on there, I believe, or I don't know, but something. It's just ridiculous. It had to get.
Yeah, the bank teller was shook for no reason, basically. What do you think, Webb?
It frustrates me because, one, we know what happens when the police come and there's someone.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been. I mean, I don't want to be that guy. It could have been this way, right?
Could have been.
You know what I'm saying? But this stuff happens. This just says to me, man, it doesn't matter how famous you are, how successful you can be. We've seen this happen with the player from Milwaukee who got arrested and beat up by the police. The dude was a freaking Milwaukee Buck on the championship team and got arrested and beat up by some cops.
Ooh,
and then this happens with forgot the kid's name. But he got pulled over in Milwaukee for whatever. So like this to me, I feel like the teller. There's processes, right? They didn't have to push the silent alarm. They could have went and talked to the manager.
They said no. They said they went. They said the teller actually went to the manager, and her, and the manager called the cops. Like that's how it went down. There was no silent alarm press. They said
So my thing is like whenever you just withdraw money from the bank, they always ask you for your ID. They always ask you for your ID. We need the bank number, right? If at that moment I'm not holding a gun to your head.
Nope.
I filled out a bank slip. Now I get it. Like
the only thing. Go ahead.
So we don't work in banks, so we don't know. Maybe that's like some secret bank robber thing that they do. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe it is.
I think it's the whole discreet thing. I don't know that for whatever reason that threw the bank teller for a tizzy. I don't know. It's very it's shaky. You can't say that would have
But
happened in that way if it
you,
was
you gotta think about it.
Matt Damon under that
This
mask.
probably wasn't the first time he did this, because if he walked in there and did something like that comfortable, he must have did it before. That's what
True.
I'm saying. So there's no
For
possible
sure.
way that this is him doing something for the first time, and this is just like, what the hell? He was shocked that this shit just happened, because he done that before, apparently.
Well, thank goodness that nothing bad happened. We try to end things on high notes here, so we'll
Right,
look
because he was recording Black Panther. He was filming Black Panther 2, bro. Like, we got messing with my
So
man's
real quick, I want to know who knew. What was the largest bank robbery in U.S. history? How much money was stole in the largest bank robbery in U.S. history? The range is between 10 and 50 million.
Man,
40 million.
40 million. Hugh.
he's gonna go right the back with 40, buddy. Fuck this nigga. Damn, that's 45.
45. So the largest modest sum of money in a bank robbery in the U.S. was 18.9 million, which makes Hugh the winner. But it's also worth 30 million today, which still makes which Webb is the winner, and it's worth 30 million today, which still makes Webb the winner. But I actually have a special Who Knew for the listeners. This Who Knew is for the listeners. I'm not going to give the answer right now live. We're going to do this on Instagram. So this Who Knew is for the listeners. I want to know who knew how much was stolen in the biggest money heist in the world. So the biggest money heist in the U.S. was 18.9 million. How much was the biggest money heist in the world? This is a Who Knew for the listeners.
The whole
Make
world,
sure you
Craig.
share this story on your Instagram. Let us know in the comments how much was the biggest money heist in world history.
And don't cheat. Please. Don't cheat. People.
I'll share the answer with y'all later. And I'm trying to see who knew. Let's see if we can get the listeners involved. And with that, we're going to end the pod. Again, no quote. Don't jerk it in the bank. I don't know. Like, what do you?
I mean, damn.
I
mean, don't try to stay the night in a department store because you're going to jail.
For 7 years.
Yikes.
That's kind of drastic.
That's don't drop the soap kind of jail time, bro. Like wow.
I got one. Yo, let me hold $20 for some gas, bro. Like,
yo, that is the quote of the pod. Let me hold.
You only a little $20, bro.
Let me hold 20.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for a ride nowhere.
Let me just hold
Hugh,
20.
close us out, bro. I got to use the bathroom too.
People. Once again, we are back off a month hiatus. Episode 50 is on the way. Hopefully, we'll see Diamond G again. But for right now, please tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Tell your aunties and tell all of them. I need 20. I'll give you my cash app. Gas is wild tonight. But yo, make sure you tell everybody we are back for another episode. Like, subscribe, and share. And like Diamond G will always say, love people.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, that's cat voice.
Yo.
Cat hype voice.